Okay, so I tried making this video with my phone earlier and wasn't working out that well. So I'm gonna go ahead and retry with my lovely camera with microphone on it. So I haven't been uploading that many videos with the GTR lately, mainly because it's been in the shop. So this video isn't like here to discourage anyone from buying a Skyline or anything like that, or an old Japanese car. But I just want to go over a 1 year experience owning the car. Let's just get a nice little beeline right here. So I bought the car the night before Thanksgiving in 2017. That's when I bought the car. Man, it's already 2019. That's so weird. Bought it the night before, went off with a hitch for literally, I think, about 2 miles into ownership. I'm not making this up. About 2 miles into ownership, the speedo cable, which is notorious for breaking in these things, actually broke. And it's been broken ever since. I just haven't gotten around to replacing it. So if you're in the market to buying a Skyline, the miles that are on the clock are probably not actual true miles on the chassis or motor. With that, and then the exhaust broke. One of the welds broke the very next day in a 7-Eleven parking lot. Like, went over like those stupid little gas station nipples in the ground. Like, ran over that and cracked the weld straight, like clean cut. So there's like a weld with a ton of pressure on it. And coincidentally, I got that weld fixed at Under Pressure Racing Development, or whatever that business is called. So they fixed that, and then pretty much ever since then, from November 28th all the way until I would say May 25th of 2018, the car ran fine. And then after that, it's kind of when things started going downhill. So I did a car rally, drove from Vail, Colorado to San Diego, back up US 1 and 101, back up here to Seattle, Tacoma. And as soon as I got back, I got the car wrapped in its current wrap right now. And the oil supply line to one of the turbos actually cracked. Like, it had a nice little hairline fracture going down it. So I lost a ton of oil pressure going up to a second rally that I was going to do. I was going to do back-to-back car rallies in this thing. And I had like a plume of smoke shooting out of the back, but I didn't think it was me. And I looked ahead of me, and I didn't even see like any cars up. I didn't see like any Honda Civics or anything like that. And I got to the hotel, and yeah, I like pull into the valet at the W in Bellevue, and there's just a drips pool of oil coming from underneath my car. So I got it towed, brought back to my shop, and we worked on it for a few months. And then just like little things break on it. So like water lines, like tiny little water lines. So you probably can't see it right now, but there is a water line. Where is it? Where is the one it's underneath the cam positioning sensor, but it's like right there. It's about that much. It's about that big. I'm not kidding. It's about that much of a water line. And it was a pain in the ass to put on. But you get like little things that break like that. I mean, it's an old car. Like, it's nothing special to the RB26. So I had a lot of those break. Now, this recent adventure that I had with the thing, I was coming back from drill one day, and I noticed over time, like, I had a little bit of oil in the coolant. Like, when I popped the cap off, there would be like a little drops of coolant. I didn't think much of it. It's like, oh, it's just a tiny bit of oil, nothing much. Probably shared the same funnel because I did a coolant and oil change in the same day. So I like, that's probably from that. And well, I came back from drill, and it was the notorious milkshake sort of oil. And I knew then and there it has to go back to the shop and get diagnosed. So I take it to UP Garage, and I told them like what the symptoms were, and they said it's probably a bad oil cooler. And I'm like, all right, well, that's not much. Oil cooler runs about $400, and then with labor, because honestly, I'm not comfortable touching this car myself. I don't want to learn on this car. I want to learn, but not on this car. Big difference. I don't want to learn on this car yet. So I bring it to them. Oil cooler's fine. So I'm like, ruh-roh. And mind you, I did previous testing because I did notice I was losing a lot of coolant. So I was having a head gasket scare. And I did like a block test. Like I put the fluids in the radiator cap. Nothing showed out from that. Like nothing came out saying that it like a bad head gasket. I didn't have plumes of smoke shooting out. Anyways, my battery's dying. So the previous owner, they didn't do the head gasket properly. They just put a new head gasket on, but they didn't resurface it. From that caused the head to actually move around a slight bit. It stuck open 3 exhaust valves, and the head was completely warped. So I got that machined, new head gasket, new gaskets, exhaust and intake gaskets, new hoses, water hoses, and then I also got my rear rotors done because I only got the front ones done. And then this happened, and I told the shop, if you just put the rear ones on and pads, like, might as well, because I'm moving out of my shop. So yeah. So now with the compression being normal, and also finding out I have N1 AO3 turbos and HKS cams, and previously I thought I had ceramic stock turbos and stock internals. I told the tuning shop, let's just go and assume that it's bone stock. So bone stock, quote unquote, at 1 bar of boost, I make 379 to the wheels, and I forgot the foot-pound of torque. I think it was like 355, something like that. But now knowing this, give my wallet a few months of rest. I'm taking it back to the tuning shop, getting it dynoed and tuned, and maybe we'll break the 400s at the wheels. I don't know. But I'll probably show some footage of me driving with the dash cam. Just driving around, because this thing pulls way harder now. I get more of a lag now. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, I give it a little gas, I can feel the, like, pressure, boost pressure, but I don't know. This thing's a lot more fun now, and I don't hate it as much, but I hate it at the same time. So let's just get some scenic shots of it. This is like my first time trying to film like a good video. Such poor lighting. All right, well, I'm gonna go to the gym. So mic is backwards, so let's just get that thumbnail. All right, there's my thumbnail. All right, peace out, guys.